Hey there, interwebs. I hope you're all doing well. We are hanging out here again with all of my pile of blankets just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I feel like I should just buy more blankets every video that I do. But regardless, we're hanging out with my pile of blankets. I just want to have a quick discussion about my boobs, which you can't really see right now because they're hiding in a sweatshirt. But a lot of other people seem to have a lot of opinions on my boobs. Because recently, I think about a week or two ago, I did a video shoot where I shot a couple videos where I was wearing a tank top and you could see my cleavage and my breasts, and it was in frame and my breasts were in frame. And I was talking about trans issues and trans rights, and I think I talked about like video games at one point in one of the videos. I forget exactly the topics. But what was interesting to me is I was just wearing that outfit because that was the outfit I was wearing that day because it was a very hot day here in Seattle and I wanted to wear something cooling so I could have my body like be less hot with less clothes on. Yeah, not half the comments. I got a few comments on each of those videos where people was like, "Oh, of course you want to talk about translation, have to show off your breasts to distract us." So it's like all these comments on my breasts. And like this should shock absolutely no one. It doesn't shock me. I've had many people comment on my breasts, positive and negative. I mean, appreciate the positive. My breasts are great. I paid a lot for them. Might as well get some good compliments from them. I have fun with them. My partners have fun with them. It's a good time. They're good breasts. But that being said, it goes to show, like, literally, like, anytime a woman's breasts, trans or not, are in frame, people think that, like, they focus on it. They think it's, like, women trying to use it to distract, to try to manipulate. Like, women's bodies just can't exist, just can't be. We have to have some sort of arterial motive for having our breasts out. And that's for trans and cis women. But trans women, even more specifically, because, especially for me, as a trans woman who had breast augmentation, my breasts are seen as fake and even more, like, performative than a cis woman. Cis women get the same exact crap, so I'm not saying, like, trans women get it worse. But there's this extra layer of, like, people saying that my breasts are more performative or manipulative because I am trans. But it's like, yes, maybe I paid for them, but they are my breasts. They are my body now. They are part of my body. And people commenting on them is absolutely gross and disgusting. At least in terms of when they just like see them and they have to make it about that when the video is not about my breasts at all. And so it was just something that like I've experienced before. This wasn't anything new, but it was just so interesting to me. The reaction of just I wore a tank top that day and then suddenly I get these comments about my boobs. And it was just sort of like, yeah, not shocking, but very clear. So yeah, it was just an interesting thing that I was thinking about. And obviously there's so much more to talk about when we talk about women's bodies and how they're perceived and seen as less real, more fake, more performative, trans and cis. But it was just one that just got me thinking because of these comments. But at the end of the day, my breasts are great. I think they're fucking awesome. The rest of you can all deal with it. I know some of you really want to deal with it. God, what am I doing? Complaining about breasts and then making a video where I tease all of you. Oh, love y'all. Bye.